All right, it's time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with Elder. I want to assume the L and R are true. We could do maybe something L-E-R or how about Baylor? Does that work? I think so. Okay, well, one of the R's is a lie, so we know that there's no E, and we know that there is an L, but we don't know for sure. I mean, theoretically, you could have two L's, and the first L could be the lie, in which case you'd have to have an R at the end, but you couldn't have an E. Let's see, what is there anything that would work like that? It would probably have to be O-R. We wouldn't have an A or an E, so maybe I-R, U-R. I don't think that's gonna work. So since we know there's an L, if this is a lie, this is true, this is a lie, this is true. So then it would have to be this. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So I don't think this yellow L can be a lie. I think that's true. So either there is an R at the end, which would put an L here. Or, and then we need to have a D. Probably there. Is there anything that works like that? Again, it would have to probably be O-R. Maybe U-R. I don't think that works very well. Or there's no R. And there could be an L third, in which case we'd need to have an A or a B. Or the L could be somewhere else and it's the lie. I'm kind of thinking let's go L there and an A. Could do A-L. And then no R. How about talks? I don't know. Okay, well, one of these A's is a lie, so the green L is definitely true. Okay. So is it possible there's still the R at the end? Well, if that were the case, the green S would be the lie. The yellow A would be true. Okay. Okay, right. So if the R is at the end, this is true, this is a lie. This is a lie. Now both the A's are true because the R and the S are lies. And both of those A's cannot be true. Therefore, the green R has to be a lie. This is true. Now, we don't necessarily know that there isn't an R. There could still, both the R's could be lies, and we could have an R somewhere else. In which case, there'd be no A, and the A would be the lie. So if we're going to have an R, then the S has to be at the end. And there's no A then. But you could do something like rolls. That would work. Let's try it. Okay, so we know this is true. Ah, man. R is interesting. So again, one of the R's is a lie between Baylor and rolls, but that's not super helpful because there's no other repeated stuff, so the double S here, it could be the lie twice. If there's no R, then this is the lie. All right. Could we have the R, the L, and the S all be true? Is that possible? We could. We'd have to have an O or a second L. If the L was the lie, it would have to be like Rills or Rolls. That's not gonna work. And if you do the O, I don't think that works either. You could do the O here instead, but well, Rolos, but that's like a candy. I don't think that's probably even an acceptable guess. If it is, it's not a terrible guess. Okay, I didn't think so. So I don't think it works to have the R and the S both be true. Which means the O and the L, the O and the other L are true, because one of the R or the S is the lie, I think. if the S were the lie twice. Ah, interesting. Okay, if the S is the lie, right? It's the lie twice, which makes this true, which makes this a lie, which makes this true, which makes the green R a lie, and we can't have two lies in roles. So actually the S can't be a lie. The green S has to be true. The green R is the lie. We still don't know that there's no R. There could still be an R. It just can't be first or last. Or we have an A. Well, both the A's could be lies, potentially, and we have an A right there. Something like that. Something like, well, I was gonna say like walks or talks, but we already guessed talks. It can't be walks. Definitely can't be walks. There's no K if the A is the lie. So what would come, and we can't do a double L, what would come between the L and the S in that case? Well, palms would work. Okay. We know this is true and this is true. If there's no A, it's the lie twice, which would mean there has to be the P. Man, I feel like there's a double L, because now I'm thinking like pills and poles, but we can't do that. So if we have the P, because the other thing is, if there's no A, then we need to have a B or an R. So if there's not an A, it's not going to be PRL or PBL, so it would have to be this or this. And I don't think that works. I think there has to be an A, which means there's no R. But if the A was here, that's no good. And then you'd have to have a K or an M or a T or something. So I feel like it's PAL. That's what I'm thinking. What would that be though? I mean, okay, well, let's see. Could the P be the lie? The P could be the lie. We could put an A at the beginning maybe, and then we'd have to have a T or a K. Oh, yeah, we could have another A. It's Atlas. It's Atlas. That's what it is. Oh, man. Okay, so the yellow A's were true. I don't know. I was, yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. I started thinking about repeating letters, too. I thought about putting another P at the end, and I was trying the double L, and I just didn't think to do a double A. All right, well, got there in 5. Not too bad. Took a little bit of thinking, but otherwise not terrible. Atlas is a little bit of an unusual word with the vowel at the beginning and the double A, and so very interesting. Well, let me know, how much you were talking to the puzzle today, or if you rolls through the lies. I don't know. Let me know how it went for you, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more.